In this video, we are going to talk about how to grow as a person. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Everyone has experienced times in their lives when they have the sensation of being mired in a rut, as though they are merely existing rather than genuinely living. These are the times when we need to be willing to accept change, take ownership, and recognize that our development and happiness ultimately depend solely on us. If we are not willing to do any of these things, we will not be able to move forward. In this video, we will look at 10 different strategies to improve yourself as a person and get greater meaning from each day. Let's start with Number 10. Forgive both those who have wronged you and yourself. Write down everything you can remember wishing you'd done differently in a given situation and then go through it and think about it. Is it reasonable to suppose that there are a significant number of them? Everyone, including you, is a flawed and imperfect human being who is attempting to do their best and, yes, occasionally falling short in their efforts. You'll be well on your way to creating your own sense of self-worth if you can train yourself to recall this before passing harsh judgment on yourself or another person before doing so. Number 9. Acquire the ability to advocate for yourself. Many people battle with the ability to say no their entire lives and never fully perfect it to the point where it is second nature to them. We are social animals, and we want other people to like us. However, it is also our job to tell someone when their expectations of us with regard to the use of our time are unrealistic. This is because we are social animals, and we want other people to like us. Because they are not psychic, you will have to make them aware that they are demanding too much of you in order to reach a compromise that is to everyone's satisfaction. Number 8. Get grateful. It is quite easy to start ignoring or taking for granted the positive aspects of our lives since it is so simple to do so. It is important to make it a habit to take a few minutes at the end of each day to reflect on the things in your life for which you are grateful and either jot them down in a gratitude journal or mentally review them. You will have a better day overall if you do this at the end of it. If there are people who wind up on that list, you should make sure you take the time to write them a note and let them know how much you appreciate the contribution they have made to your life. You will make their day more enjoyable while simultaneously strengthening the bond that already exists between the two of you. Number 7. Determine the significance of your goals and take responsibility for your future. If you do not first write down your objectives in considerable detail, it will be quite difficult for you to devise a plan that would bring you success in achieving those objectives. Follow some time to reflect on the things in your life that are truly important to you, and then write down the steps that you will need to take in order to achieve the objectives that you have set for yourself in order to be successful. You need to give yourself deadlines, make sure that your objectives are reasonable, and keep an open mind about how you may improve based on the lessons you learn from your failures as you move forward. Number 6. Give something back. If you want to feel better about yourself, the single best thing you can do for yourself is to do something beautiful for another person or for a cause that you believe in. If you want to feel better about yourself, do something beautiful for another person or for a cause that you believe in. Find out which local community organizations in your region are in need of eager volunteers, make a financial gift, make a commitment to purchasing products that are sustainable and ethical, and become involved in activities such as recycling and cleaning up your neighborhood. Number 5. Laugh. One of the most useful pieces of advice that anyone can ever give you in this life is to remind you not to take yourself too seriously. One of the most crucial pieces of advice anyone has ever given you is this: never allow oneself to become overly serious. Making time for some lighthearted entertainment, whether it's a live comedy show or your favorite goofy program on television, can help you keep things in perspective and make you feel better about life in general. Number 4. Continue reading. Reading is one of the most efficient ways to gain new information and expand your horizons without putting in any additional effort to do so, making it one of the most popular pastimes. You will always be able to improve as a person if you investigate a subject that has piqued your interest for some time, or if you simply allow yourself to become engrossed in an exciting story. Putting yourself in the position of another person will always help you develop as a person. To get the magic started on your journey, head to the library in your neighborhood or to the online bookstore that you frequent most often to begin the ball rolling. Number 3. Train your ears to pay attention. Everyone has the ability to zone out during a discussion, which means that we stop paying attention to what is being said. It is possible that we aren't all that engaged in the topic at hand, or that we take issue with the other person's perspective and are mentally constructing a rebuttal even as they speak, which prevents us from really comprehending what it is that they have to say. Both of these scenarios are possible. We are conscious of the fact that our innate wisdom tells us this course of action is not the most effective approach to handle the situation, but we continue to pursue it nevertheless. One tactic that a lot of people find helpful is to act as if you are going to have to summarize the message for someone else or pass it on to another person. This way, you can avoid having to actually do either of those things. As a result, you must pay attention and ask questions to ensure that you fully comprehend what is being told to you. Number 2. What can I do right now to improve the situation tomorrow? It is human nature to put things off until later, but if you do not fully buy into the concept that the choices you make in the here and now will have an effect on your future, it will be difficult for you to avoid putting things off. You will feel a greater sense of motivation to seize the power that is within the current moment if you have a clearer picture in your mind of how even very minor efforts could lead to huge gains. Number 1. Give a new experience a shot. Experimenting with something novel is a great way to break out of your routine and become more aware of the environment around you. This holds true regardless of the magnitude of the new experience, such as finally going through and planning that vacation to another nation, or the simplicity of the new experience, such as going to the museum down the block. Even better would be if you could link this new experience to one of your more substantial goals, such as enrolling in a dance class or making improvements to your level of physical fitness, for example. This would be a great way for you to make the most of this opportunity. This would be an improvement above the previous situation. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.